high demand for services at the Volunteer English program meant that students had to wait months to begin learning with a one-to-one tutor. To offer immediate instruction for these students, the program started monthly English conversation groups. Because the program has no dedicated meeting space, the groups meet in a Barnes & Noble bookstore. Today, students can begin practicing English the same month they enroll in the program.
When a student is on the waiting list, they're waiting for a tutor to help them in a one-on-one venue. But we can reduce the amount of time they wait for educational service by offering the conversation group, meaning they can come here and immediately start practicing their English, speaking and listening skills. So there is an opportunity to get started right away, even if there's a long waiting list.
It's very good because you can practice, you can start practicing. For example, in my case, I call to the program and I always say that don't forget me because I want a tutor, but I come to here to practicing. This is good for me. That's where I start fast to come to the conversational.
We tell people during the intake about the conversation group. When people stop into the office or call us and say, I haven't gotten a tutor yet, we say, well, then you need to go to the conversation group. You can get started right away if you join the conversation group. We have newsletters. We have a really good website, and we highly suggest people go to that website where they will find out about opportunities like this conversation group. We call them, we send them postcards, we email, we do all kinds of personal things to get them to come and remind them, because most of our students are very busy. Some of them have 2 jobs, they have families, some of them are going to school full-time. They have a lot of responsibilities.
I admire that in every single one of you, because English is hard.
And so we feel that we're just giving them that extra boost by reminding them of this opportunity.
We celebrate the Three Kings Day. There's when the 3 kings give present to Jesus when he born, and this is a very special day in Puerto Rico.
In the middle of August, they have the Moon Day. Moon Festival. We eat the moon cake, Chinese moon cake.
It's just been a wonderful way to keep people interested and ready to hop right in when they finally get a good tutor.
Barnes & Noble has a high profile, as you know, and so people know where they're going if we say there's a conversation group at Barnes & Noble in Devon. So logistically, it's actually an easy location for a lot of our students to come to find, and they're not intimidated by this because people come here all of the time, and it seems a natural for us.
People in my position are people who like to do things in the community and like to provide a space for people in the community to come and enjoy each other's company and be part of a community.
This bookstore is very nice. They have very many sofas, very comfortable environment. My classmates, I can meet all kind of friends here. After conversation, I can maybe look at some books. It's very good.
There's a lot of good feeling for it simply because of the nature of it as well. That we're able to provide a place for a nonprofit organization who's helping people who are new to the community. And I feel that we're not just helping people in our community, but in some senses, it's a much broader community that we're drawing into the bookstore.
Once we've pulled all the chairs together and settled in, it's a wonderful place to meet, because it's public and it's a place where everybody feels comfortable around books. I think it's a perfect spot.
In the conversation group, we learn a lot of American idiom. They have all kind of topic. Maybe they talk about the weather, the clothes, the traveling, the book. They can talk everything you're interested in, and you can ask any question you meet in the life.
In order to have an effective conversation group, it's important that the facilitator is constantly aware that her or his job is to teach. It might seem superficially that no teaching is going on, but in fact, if you use the student's own conversation and build on that and extend on that, you can teach quite effectively through conversation. teaching vocabulary, teaching the idiomatic piece of the language, which is vast, and making conversation relevant to the student.
I can speak English with my children because they don't want to speak in English with me.
We want people to go away being able to say, I learned how to respond if someone says hello to me, how are you doing today? Something as simple as that to help facilitate their daily lives.
We have a teacher that you feel comfortable. You feel that you have this desire to learn, to practice, to speak.
I think the kind of qualities a facilitator should have are first and foremost patience. I think that is the overriding quality. In addition to patience, an instinct perhaps, or a sensitivity, maybe I should say, for how people are responding or not responding. Maybe what's a sense of what's going on among the people in the group.
You have to be flexible because, number one, you don't know who will show up and how skilled they are or how scared they are. To get them to talk, that's what the whole thing's about. It's not about me, it's about getting the students to talk. I know in the Ukraine, or in Russia anyway, you celebrate May Day.
Yeah,
Yes, first May.
That's a big day. Lots of parades.
I've been in ESL now for about 20 years, and so I've had a lot of experience, and I've shared my experience, not that I certainly have all the answers, but when we set something like this up, I generally demonstrate a lesson and have the volunteers observe so that they can kind of see what I'm doing and then take the bits and pieces that they think work there and then add what they can to make it good.
We have customers who are curious about the program, and it has therefore given some visibility to the Volunteer English program, and as a result they've actually gained some new tutors having heard about the program through the conversation group.
The advice that I would give to other programs would be open to new ideas. This was a new idea for us. It was very much different than in the way we actually offered our program before that. Don't always think that money is the bottom line and the only thing that can help a program. In fact, this is a wonderful way for us to incorporate students' needs, to get them started right away with their English language learning. We think a conversation group is a great way for that to happen. That's why I'm excited.